Full stack privacy and security are first class priorities for Ethereum. Now, that is the direct quote from Vitalik Buterin, the man who built Ethereum. And in May 2026, that vision turned into a massive market move. Rail token, the token behind Railgun, Ethereum's leading on-chain privacy protocol, just surged nearly 200% in just 1 week, hitting a local high of $4.6. Now, in 2022, the US Treasury sanctioned Tornado Cash, freezing hundreds of millions and even leading to a developer's arrest. The message was clear. Pure anonymous mixers on Ethereum would not be tolerated. Many privacy projects then disappeared or went silent after that. But Railgun took a different path. It rebuilt with real compliance tools, and now the Ethereum Foundation is integrating it directly into their core infrastructure. So today, we're breaking down what Railgun is, explaining how it all works, the catalyst that most people are missing, and finally give you my price prediction for 2026. Before we get into the video, this is not financial advice, so be responsible with your own financial decisions. Thank you very much. First, what is Railgun? Now, Railgun is a privacy layer built directly on top of Ethereum and other EVM chains. Think of it as an invisible shield that you can wrap around your existing DeFi activity. Here's why that matters. On any public blockchain, everything is visible by default. Your wallet address is public, your balances are public, your swaps are public, your DeFi activity is public. Now, this creates serious issues. Large traders get front-run by bots, businesses expose their supply chains and treasury strategies to competitors. Regular users lose all financial privacy. Railgun changes that. Users can shield their assets into Railgun's private smart contract system using zero-knowledge proofs. Once assets are shielded, users can then swap tokens, provide liquidity, lend, borrow, bridge, interact with DeFi without publicly exposing their identity or transaction amounts. The blockchain can still see that Railgun interacts with protocols like Uniswap or Aave, for example, but it cannot see which user is behind those actions. When you are done, you unshield back to your normal wallet. Full DeFi functionality, completely private, no separate chain required. That is the core value of Railgun and what made it structurally different from older privacy solutions like Monero or Zcash, which built entirely separate ecosystems outside of Ethereum. Okay, I know what you're thinking. If Tornado Cash was sanctioned, what makes Railgun different? Well, before Railgun, Tornado Cash was Ethereum's dominant privacy tool. It worked by pooling everyone's funds together and mixing them completely anonymously, with no way to distinguish normal users from criminals. But in 2022, again, the US Treasury sanctioned Tornado Cash after the North Korean Lazarus Group used it to launder hundreds of millions of dollars stolen in crypto. With no compliance system whatsoever, regulators viewed it as an uncontrollable black box. In January 2023, the FBI alleged that the same Lazarus Group used Railgun to launder over $60 million in Ethereum stolen from the Harmony Bridge hack. The blockchain security firms backed up that claim. But Railgun denied it publicly. Whether the funds actually passed through or not is still in dispute. But here is the turning point. Just 4 months later, in May 2023, Railgun launched Private Proof of Innocence, or PPOI. This zero-knowledge technology allows users to prove that their funds are not linked to any blacklisted addresses without revealing their balance or identity. Vitalik Buterin later praised this system after it successfully blocked a real money laundering attempt. Unlike Tornado Cash, which was a pure black box, Railgun works like a frosted glass. Your activity stays private, but you can prove compliance when needed. This is exactly why the Ethereum Foundation chose Railgun. And that leaves us to the two catalysts that most people are missing. Most coverage of the recent Rail rally focuses on one thing, the Kohaku. But there are actually two major catalysts, and the second one might be more important long term. But obviously, catalyst number one, Kohaku. Kohaku is the official privacy SDK developed by the Ethereum Foundation. It launched in October 2025 and received major updates in May 2026. Railgun is built directly into it. What this means practically is that any developer building an EVM compatible wallet like MetaMask or OKX wallet or Rappi or anything basically can now add full Railgun privacy feature with just a few lines of code. You don't need to build a privacy system from scratch. You just plug into Railgun. MetaMask alone has over 30 million monthly active users. Even if 1% of those users enable privacy features, that's 300,000 new users flowing into Railgun system. No privacy protocol has ever received this level of core integration from Ethereum before. And now the catalyst number 2, which I think a lot of people underlooked. Railgun Connect is a plug-and-play tool that allows private wallets to interact directly with any DeFi protocol without ever needing to unshield first. It has already been tested successfully on CowSwap, and Uniswap v4 integration is in process. This removes the old friction point of having to shield and then unshield your transaction, making privacy much easier to use. Beyond these, Railgun now supports Arbitrum, Polygon, and BNB Chain as well, and Ledger hardware wallet integration is still in progress. Moving on, let's talk about the actual numbers. First is the Railgun TVL, which sits at around $100 million, primarily on Ethereum. That might sound small compared to giants like Uniswap or Aave, but for a privacy protocol, it is significant. Besides Tornado Cash, most privacy projects never cross even $10 million in TVL. Railgun is sitting at 10 times that number, and it is growing still. Cumulative shielded volume has passed $4.5 billion since launch, nearly double the figure from just 1 year ago. That is close to 100% year-over-year growth. To put that in perspective, most mature DeFi protocols are happy with like 20 or 30% annual growth. This is 100%. That number has nearly doubled in just 1 year, which tells us something important. People are not just speculating on the Rail token. No, they are actually using the protocol. Daily shield activity also recently hit record highs of 328 shields, showing that user activity is still accelerating instead of slowing down. Now, here's the part I think a lot of people overlook. Railgun is already generating real revenue. The protocol charges a 0.25% fees whenever users shield or unshield their assets. At current usage levels, that works out to roughly $5 million per year. The revenue to TVL ratio works out to about 5%. For comparison, many established DeFi protocols run at 1 to 2%. A 5% ratio means that Railgun is generating real cash flow relative to its size, aka it's undervalued. Now, on the token side, circulating supply is approximately 57.5 million tokens out of a hard cap of 100 million. Around 73 to 75% of that circulating supply is currently staked. That means roughly 3 out of every 4 available Rail tokens are locked up and not sitting on exchanges ready to sell. Stakers also earn rewards from actual protocol fees, not from constantly printing new tokens, right? Because that matters. Inflation is what destroys a lot of DeFi protocols' economies over time, but not Railguns. And finally, there's one on-chain signal that I'm watching very closely. The recent nonsense data showed that Rail balances on exchanges are declining by more than 37%. Meanwhile, the whale wallets, they are increasing their holdings significantly. Usually, when large holders move tokens off exchanges, it suggests accumulation, ready to pump. But obviously, it's not financial advice. But taking all of this together, then the data paints a very interesting picture. First, Railgun is growing and it's fast. Second, people are actively using it, proven with their real revenue growing. Third, the protocol is generating great revenue, which in return will be used for buyback the token. And finally, a large amount of the token supply is locked up long term. Very positive signs from Railgun. But obviously, there are always risks to anything. We cannot mention the pros without having to talk about the cons. There are several real risks investors should understand. First is the regulation. The EU is moving to ban privacy coins effective July 2027, so about a year from now. Specifically, coins like Monero, Zcash, and Dash, cryptocurrencies with anonymity baked into the base layer, will be prohibited on EU-based exchanges. Very sad. Even with PPOI compliance system by Railgun, Privacy infrastructure will always attract regulatory attention. And while Railgun is structurally different from Monero or Tornado Cash, we just have no certainty that it won't be prohibited. Most retail users simply may not care enough about privacy to change behavior and pay about 0.25% fees to shield their transactions on chain. We're not here because we wish to pay more money, right? That's just reality. And at this stage, most users are institutions or whales looking to hide their tracks. Sure, they will use Railgun, but not retail users. But I mean, who knows? Maybe this will change in the future. And the final risk is the competition. Now we have Aztec Network, which is also building a different approach to programmable privacy on Ethereum. So that's a strong contender. And if developers prefer Aztec's architecture long term, Railgun could lose mindshare. And also, we have a new kid on the block called Zama, which uses FHE privacy technology. That's also a very strong competitor as well. All right, now is the most important part that everyone is waiting for, the price prediction. Now, everything from here on out is my personal analysis, not financial advice. You know that already. Do your own research before putting any real capital in, okay? I think that for the end of 2026, I think somewhere around $7 to $10 is realistic if Railgun Connect adoption goes well and major DeFi integrations continue rolling out. The lower end, about $7, basically just means reclaiming the previous highs, which I think is very doable. The higher end, about $10, probably requires broader wallet support, a deeper liquidity, more hyped, right? Which comes from official support from key figures on Ethereum, for example, like Vitalik. And of course, if the TVL can scale toward like $500 million, so which is like 5 times this number, and protocol revenue grows alongside it, well, then at that point, I think a $15 range becomes very possible, and that's going to be my bull case. And even at $15, the FDV, which is be around $1.5 billion, which is very feasible in crypto. Now, for perspective, if you look at the market during 2021, they already valued Rail at around $8 when the protocol had almost no real revenue and no real adoption, right? Just pure hype alone. Now think about it. If Railgun in 2026 actually becomes the default privacy layer across Ethereum, everybody who wants to shield their transaction on Ethereum uses Railgun and other EVM chains. Bro, a multi-billion-dollar valuation is not crazy at all. And that's going to be my video about Railgun, a sleeping giant in the privacy layer on Ethereum. At the end of the day, I just want people to know that Railgun is not Tornado Cash version 2, all right? They are completely different. For me, Railgun is a long-term infrastructure play, not a quick flip, all right? The kind of project that you build into slowly and hold through the volatility. But I want to know what you guys think, all right? Drop a comment if you already have Rail token in your portfolio and what price target you are watching, okay? Thank you very much for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe to CryptoNinjas as well for more contents like this. I'll see you in the next one. Daily out.